Okay, it says recording. Okay, everybody. So we're recording. This is our Monday night Zoom. I'm so excited to be with everybody because we will send this out. Okay, so I want to tell you kind of how this whole thing kind of got started, and kind of what happened with me. Y'all, I watched a video. Let me raise this down a little bit. There we go. About a girl that had she did 61 facials in a day, and had almost $6,000 in sales, y'all, in one day. And y'all know that, and I'm just going to kind of share this story with y'all. You know, y'all, I moved, it's been a year ago that I moved. And so, you know, I've had a really slow start here, and it's nobody's fault but mine. I mean, I have been kind of getting out, and and I guess I was kind of on vacation, so to speak. But and I was really praying, and I kept saying, God, I really need for you to, bless my business, and and you know how we do that. We ask God to bless our business, but then I wasn't doing my part. I was asking him to bless my business, but y'all, I wasn't giving him anything to bless. And I think the longer that I was here, the more I kind of lost my self-confidence in myself. And I know that's crazy as long as I've been in Mary Kay, but it just happens. And when I would go out to really talk to people, y'all, I just couldn't. It's like I didn't know what to say. And so I wouldn't say anything at all. So, I wasn't talking, I wasn't meeting people, I wasn't talking to people. I was going out doing things, but I wasn't doing that. And so, and then I've really, really, really been praying, getting into the Word and doing Bible studies. And I really knew that God had given me a new vision for being here. There was a lot of reasons why he brought me here, but one of the main reasons, why he brought me here was that he has a mission for our unit. He has a mission for me here. And it was like he revealed that to me. And it's like, Debbie, I've given you, and it's like he said, Debbie, I have given you an incredible place, an incredible area. There's no Mary Kay directors there where you're at. And y'all, I haven't met any consultants either. If there's some here, I haven't met them. I don't know who they are. And so it's like, okay, wide open area. There's a lot of little towns around here, so many people. The people are wonderful. There's no big major stores around here, y'all, that cosmetic wise for women to go get it. When I tell you the area is prime, the area is prime. So God said, I gave you that area. You're there. And so now what are you doing? And so y'all, and I wasn't giving him anything to bless. So then I saw this on this page that this girl, this director, had done these 61 facials. And when I heard her speak, and when she told how she did it and everything she did, y'all, I got to tell you, I got so excited about that. And I realized that it's like we say before, if it's to be, it's up to me. And I realized that, y'all, it's not what we know. It's not our scripts. It's not having everything perfect. It's about our excitement for our products and what we do and what we love that makes the difference. It's everything. And, we have to be willing, y'all, to step out in faith sometimes to do what God's called us to do. And that's hard sometimes to do that. But when we're willing to step out in faith, then he will bless us. Then he will bless the efforts. Then he will show up. But until we do that, until we're willing and we make that commitment, it's like he's waiting on us. So after I watched that video, y'all, I thought, okay, I'm doing this. And so I did come on, the meeting last week, we talked about it. And I said, okay, y'all, I'm doing this. I'm going to do this. So once I had made up my mind, and y'all, that's it with everything in your business. It's like you have to have a made up mind. And when you've got a made up mind, You are more powerful than you can ever believe. And it is amazing the things that'll start happening. So let me tell you about my last week and what has happened since I made that commitment and I made up my mind. So first of all, the thing, okay, I thought, okay, so I'm going to do this. And I did not want to do it at my house. That girl did hers at her house. I didn't want to do that. My house really isn't kind of set up for that. I'm in an area that I don't have a lot of parking, so there's no place for people to park. And I really said I'm going to do 50 faces in a day. That is my goal, do 50 faces in a day. And y'all, the crazy thing is, I don't know 50 people here. Since I've moved here, I have a few friends, but I don't know 50 people. So that even complicated anymore. It's like, okay, well, okay, God, you're going to have to provide these people because I don't know them. So the first thing I needed to do is that I had to find a place. So I had this coffee shop in mind, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go to this coffee shop because I'd already met the ladies there and they agreed to have a party for me. And I thought that that was going to be the perfect place. But I went down there to talk to them. They had a back room that would have been perfect. It would have been great. But after talking with them, the day that I wanted to do it, they were not available that day. They closed down their store, their little coffee shop at 3 o'clock every day, and they really weren't willing to stay later. They would stay a little bit, but not much. So I thought they were willing to do something in April. And I thought, no, that's not going to work. My day, I had already picked my day. It was going to be March 23rd, and that's the day I wanted. So I thought, okay, I'm going to look at a hotel. So they have a fabulous hotel here. It's a Marriott hotel, and it's at this little place called Owa. And Owa is like, everybody knows Owa. It's a big amusement park. They built this fabulous new Marriott hotel there. I mean, there's shops. They have a movie theater there. I mean, it's all kind of stuff there. So I called the Marriott hotel that was there, and I asked them if they had a meeting room, and they said yes. So I said, okay, well, how much is your meeting room? And y'all, meeting rooms normally at a hotel can be anywhere from $200, $300, $400 for a day. Just depends. You never know. So when I asked her, I said, well, she said, well, when do you want it for? And I told her my date. And she said, what time do you want? I said, I want it all day. I said, I'm going to do an all day event. And she said, okay. She said, well, it'll be $100. Y'all, I said, oh, $100. And she said, and that included tax, y'all. That included everything, a flat $100. Right then, I knew that was a God thing. I thought, you've got to be kidding me. We're at a Marriott hotel and it's only $100. And so I said, okay, great. I said, well, go ahead and send me the authorization form. I'm going to go ahead and fill it out. And I said, then I'd love to come by and see the room, and I'd love to meet you. And her name's Allison. And she said, okay, well, I'll go ahead and send it. I said, well, I tell you what, are you going to be in today? And she said, yes. And I said, okay, well, shoot me the paperwork. I'm going to go ahead and fill it out. And I said, I'm going to come and drop it off to you in person. And I said, and I'd like to see the room. She said, okay. So she immediately sent it to me. Y'all, I got dressed. I got really cute and for the day, and I filled out the paperwork, and I took it up there. Y'all, the room is fabulous. Oh my gosh, it's a fabulous meeting room, and it's perfect for what I want to do. She has tables, so I can set the tables up like in a U shape, like I wanted to. They'll have extras. I'll have display tables. It's wonderful. So I told her what I was doing, and I said, well, Allison, I'm a director with Mary Kay, and I've got this big goal that I'm working on. And I said, I'm going to do 50 faces in a day. And I said, so I'll be here all day, and I've got time set up. And I said, I would love for you to come. Will you come? I said, because I don't know a lot of people here. I've just recently moved here. And I said, would you be willing to come? She said, yes, I will definitely come. She said, I'll be here. I'll come. And I said, okay, this is the deal. I said, since I don't know people, I need to meet everybody's friends. I said, so if you will invite one friend to come with you, I'll give you $25 in free product for that day to spend on that day. And I said, and if you bring two friends, I'll give you $50 to spend that day. And she said, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm sure I can get a couple of friends to come up here too. I said, great. I said, now I'm working on a flyer. I said, so let me get my flyer made up, and I'll text you my flyer. Okay. All right, so y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you everything, and then I'm going to show y'all all the things that I've made up for it, okay? So we can kind of go through them all at once, and I can show you. So I made a flyer, put everything on the flyer that I wanted to say, that I wanted to include, put my picture on it, and I'll show it to y'all. And I did print off a couple of copies, okay? So I had my room set. I was ready. So y'all, then I was committed, and I was really excited then, because I'd made the commitment. I had my room now, and I was ready to go. So I'm all in. Do you hear me? I was all in. And y'all, you have to be all in. And I was. And I thought, okay, now I've got to find people. So I had some errands to do that day. So y'all, I have little goodie bags made up. Would y'all like for me to show y'all my little goodie bag real quick? I'll grab one. Do y'all want to see a goodie bag? All right, hold on. Just
Yes.
1 second, 1 second. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, real quick. Okay, here we go. All right. I have goodie bags made up. This is what they look like. I have these little cello bags. All right, I have my business card in here. I have a piece of Dove chocolate. I have a charcoal mask sample in here. You can't see it. And I have a little gift card on the back, a little card that I made up. And it says it's a $15 gift card. This gift card can be used on any Mary Kay product purchase of $50 or more. And then I put my website on here, and I do have a QR code that they can scan that takes them to my website. And so these are I have a whole bunch of these made up. So I've made up these little goodie bags. That's what I call them. Okay. So I had these with me in my purse. And y'all, I had some little pieces of paper that were sign up papers. I'll show you what they look like. I had some that say enter to win, and they just put their name and their phone number and answer a couple of questions. But these get kind of ragged and stuff. And then I had another one that I had done. Oh, y'all, I'm going to show y'all where I put mine. Oh, and then I had these, and these are people I've had them fill out. It was just their name, phone number, and email. That's another one. These are some other ones that I had. But they just got crumpled up, and they were thin, and I just didn't like how they did. But and y'all, I have a little box that I have sitting on my desk, and these are where I'm putting all my leads is in this little box, and it's sitting on my desk so I can, find out where they are. All right, so instead of that, what I did was I have my business cards, y'all, that I had made up, and I have a whole bunch of them because I ordered like 500 of them after I moved here. And I thought, okay, the goal is to get rid of the business cards, not hold on to them, right? So I just put a handful of these, quite a few of these in my little bag where my goodie bags are. And so this is what I'm saying, y'all, and I don't have a script, and nothing is scripted. Everything is off of pure excitement, okay? So I left there from the hotel, and I had some errands to do. So I went to this one store. I'll tell you about the first store that I went to. I went to this one store, and I was purchasing some things in there for Buster, some little gummy things. All right, so I got to talking to the lady that checked me out, and I said, oh, hey, well, we were just chatting for a few minutes, and I said, oh, listen, I said, I would love to give you a goodie bag. I said, I'm a director with Mary Kay. I have a little goodie bag for you. I said, it's got a charcoal mask sample in there. And I said, have you ever tried Mary Kay? And she said, yeah, it's been a long time ago, da, da, da. And I said, look, I said, I have an event that I'm doing in 2 weeks on March 23rd. I said, I have a goal to do 50 faces that day. And I said, I'm going to have door prizes. I'm going to have a giveaway. You get a free gift for coming. If you bring a friend, you get $25 off, or 2 friends, you get $50 off. And I said, I would love for you to come to my event. And she said, well, I kind of use this on my face or that on my face. And I said, you know what? That's fine. Whatever I would just love for you to come. And she said, well, I could probably come and bring my daughter. And I said, that would be perfect. And she said, well, let me ask you something. She said, you said you've got door prizes you're giving away. She said, what kind of door prizes are you giving away? And I said, well, just some Mary Kay product, like some little sample hand creams, and I have like some headbands, and I said I've got like some earrings and that I'm giving away. Maybe some little cosmetic bags that I've had, whatever, just different things that I'm going to be giving away as door prizes. And she said, well, she said, and y'all, I am donating a portion of my profits that day to Big Fish Ministries. Big Fish Ministries is a recovery, huge recovery thing here. It's all over Baldwin County, and it's where they help women and men who are in addiction. They help them, they get them clean, they give them jobs to work. Our church is in conjunction with them. Our church supports them and works with them. So I want to help them, especially because, my son was lost to that. So I have a heart for that. So I'm donating a portion of our profit. So I told her that. And she said, well, she said, I would love to donate some door prizes to you. And I said, wow, that would be wonderful. And she said, yeah, she said, I had a business that I had a little store. She said, I did jewelry, necklaces. She said, all kind of stuff that I had in a store. She said it was fabulous things. And she was she was at the Wharf, which if y'all know anything about this area, the Wharf is in Orange Beach, and it's a fabulous place. So if she had a store there, I know her stuff is really nice because I know the Wharf. She said, the bad thing is, she said, I opened the business. It was a year before COVID hit. She said, so the first year is always hard because you're getting started. She said, then COVID hit. She said, so for 2 years, business, she said, was nothing. She said, so needless to say, we had to shut the doors on the business and close it down. She said, but I have a whole room of inventory from that business that I shut down. And she said, I would love to donate to your day. And I said, oh, that would be wonderful. And so she wrote her name and number, and she said, now promise me you're going to call me tomorrow. She said, you got to remind me because I got to go in there to that room and get a bunch of stuff together. She said, call me and remind me. And I said, okay, I will. So I texted her the next day. She texted me back and she said, yes, I'm on it. I'm getting everything together. I hope to have it done by this weekend. And y'all, I didn't contact her back. I meant to do that today and didn't. But I know she is a woman of her word. We chatted a lot. And so I can't wait to see what door prizes that she is going to donate. So I got her name and she's going to invite her daughter. Okay. So I think I picked up a couple of more people that day. Okay, I'm trying to look and see y'all. Oh, yeah. And guess what her name was? Her name is Mary Kay Chapman. Y'all, I can't make this stuff up. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh. And so we were chatting just a minute, and she said, wow, she said, I can tell from your excitement. She said, I really want to help you with that day. And I told her, I said, well, I told her I had a clothing business at one time and I was in the fashion industry. She says, I can tell. Because y'all was dressed cute. I mean, I dressed up, I was going to be out meeting people and I was going to be cute that day. Okay. So that was really kind of funny. So that was that day. So y'all, then the next day, so I think I met some more people. I can't remember now where they are, but I've got my cards here. Anyway, so the next day, I spent the next day getting things together. Like I thought, okay, so I had to make my flyer. Y'all, that was important. I had to get that flyer together because I wanted to be able to send it out to people. So I spent that day getting my flyer together. And y'all, I made up some fabulous, I think they're fabulous. Kelly thinks they're fabulous. Closing sheets that we are going to use, that I'm going to use for this day, but I'm not going to use them just for this day. I'm going to use them in everything that I do now. So I thought, okay, I got to get that together. So y'all, the next day, which was Thursday, I had to go down to down to Gulf Shores. I live in Foley. I had to go to Gulf Shores to, I had some tests at the hospital that had to be run, just like a bone density. Not, y'all know I never get sick. So it was just routine tests that I had to do. So y'all, I was ready. I had my bag with me, walked in the door, had to go in the door there. And I had to sign in with the girl. She got my information, got me all signed in. And I said, there again, y'all, reached down in my bag, grabbed my little goodie bag. And I said, hey, I said, well, I said, I have a little goodie bag. I said, I'm a sales director with Mary Kay. I have a little goodie bag I would love to give to you. And I said, and I have an event that I'm doing on the 23rd. I said, my goal is to do 50 faces that day. And I said, I would love to have you come and be my special guest. I said, I'm going to give away door prizes. You get, if you bring friends, you get free product. I've got stuff like that I'm doing. And I said, and then I had a card in my hand. I had my goodie bag in one hand. I had my card in my other hand. And I literally just put my card right in front of her. And I said, put your name and your phone number here, and I will text you my flyer. Y'all, she put her name and her phone number on the card. That's it. I didn't ask for it. I just put the card in front of her, said, put your name and number here. I will text you the flyer. She said, okay. So she did that. Okay.
What card is that?
My business card. It's my business
Okay,
card.
so
I just have her write it on the back.
So it's blank. That's a blank one with the picture, your picture.
Yeah. Your cards on the back are blank. Your business
The
card.
what?
Your business cards are blank on the back. Aren't your business cards blank on the back?
Yeah, but do you not want them to keep the card?
My card's in the goodie bag.
Okay.
My card
but
is in the goodie
you
bag.
just use another card for them to put their information on because you like that it's not a piece of paper.
Yeah. Remember I told you at the beginning, I had a bunch of them. I didn't like the paper. I wanted something more stable that I could have. So I'm just using my business cards as the information card. So just stick that in front of her, put your name and your number here and I'll text it to you. Okay. So she did. So once she did that, then I wrote on here the hospital because that's where I met her. So as soon as I get it back, I'm writing a note as to where I met them. Okay. That was the first girl. Okay, they took me back into the room, right? Took me back. I had to take my clothes off, do all that stuff, put on the gown, all that stuff when you do. Okay, they took me back and did one test. I met my little nurse. Her name was Amber. Amber had beautiful red hair. I complimented her. I said, hey, Amber, I love y'all. Your hair is fabulous. I love the color of your hair, blah, blah, blah. And it looks great. And she said, thank you very much. I bought it. I loved her. I said, you know what? I love that about you. I said, I'm a sales director with Mary Kay. And I said, Mary Kay herself used to always tell us that if we don't like something ourselves, then we need to change it. If we don't like our hair, buy some more, cut it off or color it, but you do whatever you need to do. I said, so good for you, Amber. I said, you know what? You seem like a fun girl. And I said, let me give you, I have a little goodie bag I'd like to give you. And and I tell them what's in it. I say, if there's a gift card in here, there's our charcoal mask sample. And I said, and I am doing this incredible event at OWA, because everybody down here knows OWA. I said, at OWA at the hotel on the 23rd. And I said, I have a goal. Do y'all hear me? I'm telling them what I'm doing. I have a goal. I'm doing 50 faces that day. I would love to have you come and be my guest. I'm going to have some fabulous door prizes. You get a gift for coming. Here, Amber, write your name and your phone number here. I'll text you the flyer. She wrote her name and her phone number down. Okay, so that was number 2 that I got. Okay, and y'all, this is I think I told y'all, well, yeah, I told y'all this story last night, but Linda, you weren't on, so you didn't hear it, and I'm going to record this, so I want to tell it. But okay, so y'all, I had to have an IV for one of my tests. So when I was done with that test, the nurse, Amber, was in there, but for whatever reason, she didn't take my IV out. Of course, she didn't put it in, somebody else did, so I guess she doesn't do that stuff. So she called this other little nurse to come in there to take my IV out. Well, the little girl came up, and the girl, she was a very thin girl, but her stomach was really big, so she looked pregnant, okay? But she had a scarf, like tied around her head. So she sat down in front of me. She wasn't standing, she sat down. And she started, she was starting to take my IV out because it was in my hand. They have terrible time trying to find my vein, so it was in my hand. And so I said, we said the, usual, how are you? And I said, fine. And I said, how are you? And she said, well, I'm doing okay. And I said, well, wow. I said, well, it looks like that you are pregnant, are having a baby. I said, are you pregnant? And she said, no, I'm not. She said, I have cancer. And y'all, I said, oh my, I said, wow. I said, I am so sorry. I said, well, if you don't mind me asking, I said, what kind of cancer do you have? And she said, well, I have some kind of carcinogenic melanoma. I'd never heard of it. And she said, and it makes my stomach swell and it's make it distended. And I said, oh my, I said, that has to be painful, I'm sure. And she said, yeah. And she said, as a matter of fact, she said, I'm leaving tomorrow to go to MD Anderson in Houston. And if y'all know anything about MD Anderson, it's the well-known cancer hospital that's in Houston, Texas. And for you to go to MD Anderson, it's usually bad cancer because they're the best of the best are there to take care of you. So when she told me that, I said, wow, I said, well, you are going to the very best place. And I said, well, I really want to be praying for you. I said, what is your name? And she said, my name is Melissa. And I said, okay, Melissa. I said, well, I am really going to be praying for you. And y'all, I'm telling you, God just, before I realized it, God just made me do this. And for those of y'all, I pray for people, y'all, all the time. I do pray for people, but it's usually people I know. I don't just go up and pray for, just strangers. I've just not done that, but I was totally prompted to do that. And so before I realized it, I said, well, Melissa, can I pray for you right now? And she said, I would love that. And so I grabbed her hands and I just started praying for her. And I got emotional. She got emotional. I mean, we were just kind of, crying and emotional together, but it was such a sweet, precious time. And so I finished praying with her and I grabbed her and hugged her. And I just told her that I would continue to be praying for her and that, I really wanted blessings for her and that God would really take care of her. And she looked at me and she said, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Now, y'all, there were 2 other nurses in the room and and I'm sure they witnessed that. And I don't know how often that happens, but, right now, I have told God that whatever he asks me to do, that I'm willing to do it now. I'm willing to do whatever. And so it doesn't matter what people think or whatever, I'm going to do what he's asking me to do. And I just felt that he orchestrated that particular girl to be in there that day so that I could pray for her. I really do believe that. So y'all, I left. So that was, but I didn't, I didn't ask her, for the card. I didn't even go there with that. But so I had another test to do. So I had to go into another room. Guess what? That lady, it was a bone density thing. So she was doing some scanning stuff. And so we started chatting. Same thing, y'all, same thing. And so when she was done, had a little goodie bag for her. And I said, thank you so much for taking good care of me today. I have a little goodie bag for you. I'm sales director with Mary Kay. Y'all, my same thing. I've got a goal. I'm doing an event. Have you ever tried Mary Kay? And she said, yeah, but it's been a while. And I did ask them all if they'd ever used Mary Kay. And they, some of them had, some of them hadn't, been a long time, whatever. So same thing. Took out the card, said, if you'll write your name and number here, I will text you my flyer. So, because y'all, all I wanted to do at that point was get their name and phone number. I wasn't trying to get a commitment out of them right then. That it's not the time for that. They're busy. They've got a job to do. I'm not taking their time. I want a name and a phone number because the follow-up, y'all, is the key. It's the key to everything. So I just needed the names and phone numbers because y'all, that's what I hadn't been getting while I've been here. It's like I've been afraid to ask people for their name and phone number. I don't know if y'all are ever that way, but y'all, I'm admitting to you right now, I've been in Mary Kay 39 years. And for whatever reason, I have been afraid to ask people for their name and phone number. So y'all, it happens to me too. But the one thing that changed was that I got committed to a goal that I got really excited about, that I knew could change everything. And once I became committed, I was so excited about the commitment that I'd made and about the goal for that day. And so it didn't matter what was going on around me. I was going to talk to everybody and I was going to get their names and their phone numbers. So y'all, that was number 3. That was number 3 for that day, that girl. So I left there and I was on my way home, and it was about 15 minutes from my house. And I'm driving down 59 highway, y'all, to get home. And y'all, everything in the world is on 59 highway. If y'all have ever been to Foley, everything is on 59 highway. Okay, well, I told y'all about the place Big Fish. There's a lot of thrift stores in Foley and Gulf Shores. I love thrift store shopping. I don't know if y'all do, but Lord of mercy, it's a weakness I have. I love them. I have found the most fabulous stuff from my house at thrift stores since I've been here. So I was on my way home. Okay, the cool thing about Big Fish, they had 2 thrift stores here, and it's Big Fish Ministries Thrift Store. Okay, they have one in Gulf Shores and they have one in Foley. Now, the one in Foley that I go to all the time, because it's real close to my house, all women work in that one. Okay, so every person that works in the thrift store is in recovery. Every single woman that is there is in recovery, doing that place. Okay, so it's all women. The one that's in Gulf Shores is for the men. So only men work in the one in Gulf Shores. And I don't get to go to that one very much because I always go to the one that's nearest to me. So I was on my way home, and I was coming up, and the men's Big Fish was down on the left. And I've been there a few times, and they really have really fabulous stuff there. I just don't get there much. So I was on my way home because y'all got to go now, right? I got stuff to do. I've got planning to do. And I thought, man, I got to get home because I'd been there with them tests for a while. So I was driving down 59, and something said, stop at Big Fish. And I, do y'all ever argue with God? I do. I argue with him all the time. I know I shouldn't, but I do. And I said, God, I can't stop at Big Fish now. I'd love to stop at Big Fish, but I don't need anything from the thrift store today. And I've got this really big goal I'm working on, so I got to get home. And it was like, you have to stop at Big Fish. And I was like, no, I cannot stop at Big Fish. And y'all, the closer I got, it's like my car just automatically went over into the left lane because it was on the left-hand side of the street. And before I knew it, my car had done turned and I had pulled in Big Fish. Telling myself the whole time, I do not need to go in here. I don't need anything, but I got out and I went in, okay? So I was looking around in there, and, y'all, they have fabulous stuff and they have fabulous deals. So here I was in there looking around. Well, I found this pillow. I should show y'all my pillow. Y'all have several fetishes. I've admitted to the fetishes I have. One of them is I love pillows. If y'all come to my house, don't know I have pillows everywhere. I just like pillows. So I found this fabulous pillow. I mean, it was like brand new. It was like a designer pillow. And y'all, their pillows were only $2. And I'm like, oh God, I got to have that pillow. So I picked up this, and it was kind of a big pillow. It was a big, long, like pillow. So I picked up the pillow and I was toting it around with me. I didn't get a buggy. I was toting it around, okay? So this woman walks by me, and she said, I see you have found you a fabulous pillow. I said, I know, it's a great find. She said, yeah, wow, that's a really nice one. She said, yeah, and they're only $2. Isn't it great? I said, oh, they're such a deal. I said, I love shopping at Big Fish. I said, because I said, I just love y'all. I found so much stuff. And I said, I just really love Big Fish. And she said, well, do you know what Big Fish is about? I said, I sure do. I said, I am totally know what Big Fish is about. I said, I go to Summit Church here in Foley. And I said, and, our church partners with Big Fish. I said, so yes, I'm very involved in it and I'm very aware. And I said, plus, I said, I lost my son, to a fentanyl poisoning overdose, they said. I said, but I said, so yes, I'm very involved with them and I'm very aware. And she said, well, I'm so sorry. And she asked me how long it had been, since I had lost Stephen. I said, well, it's coming up on 7 years. I can't believe that. And she said, well, let me ask you a question. She said, have you ever given your testimony about him? You ever shared your testimony about him, about his life, about him? And I said, well, yeah. I said, I've had a couple of opportunities to do that. And she said, well, we have an event. Then she introduced herself and she said, my name is Michelle Morgan. And she said, I'm the business development director for Big Fish Ministries. And I said, oh, well, it's nice to meet you. And she said, we have an event coming up. She said, we've actually got 2 events I want to talk to you about. She said, but we have an event coming up in August. I said, are you talking about overdose awareness? And she said, you know about overdose awareness too? I said, sure do. I said, I've been involved in that from when I moved. I said, ever since, my son passed away, yes, I've been very involved in overdose awareness. It's a one-day event, it's a big thing. I said, and I go to it every year. I said, as a matter of fact, I was at Foley last year. I know y'all had the first one at Foley Park and I was there. She said, you were there? I said, yes. She said, well, I tell you what, she said, I orchestrate that whole event. And she said, and I would really love for you to be a guest speaker at that event this year. She said, I want you to tell your son's story at that event. She said, would you be willing to do that? And I said, yes, I will. And y'all, so we were standing there. Well, here comes this other woman walking by. And she grabbed her. I mean, she was walking by, she grabbed her arm and she said, Kim, come here. She said, I have somebody I want you to meet. So she drags this lady over there and she said, Kim, she said, this is Debbie McDivitt. And she said, we're going to be seeing a lot of her. And she said, Debbie, she said, this is Kim. I couldn't get Kim's last name. Kim is the executive director of all the Big Fish Ministries. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. I was like, wow. And so I said, so nice to meet you, Kim. Both of them go to Summit. Both of them go to my church too. And I haven't had an opportunity to meet them because, you don't meet everybody at church. So we chatted for a few more minutes and she said, well, I have another event that I want you to be a part of. And she said, we're doing a 5K run. She said, it's a walk run on April the 20th. It's a Saturday. And she said, we are having vendor booths set up in our parking lot at the women's one in Foley. And she said, I would really love for you to be a vendor at our event. She said, you'll meet a lot of people. You'll get a lot of exposure. Because I had told her I was with Mary Kay because she said, what do you do? And I told her who I was. And she said, you'll get a lot of exposure. She said, as a matter of fact, if you would like to make up some goodie bags, she said, to hand out to everybody that's going to be registering the runner, she said, that would be fabulous. She said, because you'll really get your name out to everybody. And she said, would you like to do that? And I said, yes, I would love to. I would love to be a part of that. I will. I'll do goodie bags. And yes, I want to have a booth there. And then I said, okay, well, great. I said, yes. I said, well, I have an event that I'm doing and I want you to be a part of it with me. And I told her about my event. And I said, it's going to be on the 23rd. And I said, I would love for you to come. And I gave her my card and she said, well, I tell you what. So I didn't get her name and number because she said, well, give me your card. She said, I will email you everything. And she said, you'll have my name and my phone number in the email that I send you. But I did give her a goodie bag. And I said, okay, great. I said, that will be great. So that was 2 more people that I got exposed to. So y'all, that was 5 people that, I got names and numbers for my event just that morning. But not only that, y'all, I totally know that God orchestrated that stop for me so that I would meet her and the executive director personally. Because that way, I am involved here, but now I'm involved in a major way because I know the people that do everything now. And I told her that I, wanted to donate some of my proceeds, to their ministry or whatever too. So y'all, I left there and I really just almost started crying on the way home. I was like, God, I said, wow. I said, when you show up, you show up. I mean, and it was like, and y'all, all I did was I said, God, I'm willing. I'll do whatever you've asked me to do. You've given me a mission and I haven't done it. And I'm going to give you something to bless. I'm committed. I'm going to do this event. I don't know where the people are going to come from, but I know that you're going to provide them. And boy, he's been providing ever since. And y'all, this has just been a week. Okay. So that was Thursday. So Friday, I forgot what did I tell y'all about the lady at the Walmart pharmacy? All right. So okay. So I met a lady at the lady that takes care of me at the Walmart pharmacy. I had to go pick up some prescriptions for Buster. And her name is Laura, and she's waited on me before. And I'd given her, okay, y'all, this was before. Okay, she's waited on me before. Sweet lady, really cute. And before I gave her a goodie bag. When I was in there one day, I gave her a goodie bag. Did I ask her for her name and phone number back? I didn't. I just said, you've been so nice to me today. I would just like to give you a goodie bag. And y'all, I'm just telling y'all that's the difference. Okay, that was during the time that I don't know why I did. I was afraid to ask for her name and number. How crazy is that? But I just didn't before. But I had to go by there to pick up his scripts. Laura waited on me again. Y'all, another thing I do, I make sure that if people have his name tag on, I call them by their name now if they wait on me. So she was so I walked up and I said, hey, Laura, how are you doing? Because she had waited on me before. And she said, oh, I'm great. I'm great. And I said, well, I need to pick up the script. Da, da, da. So while she was waiting on me, I said, oh, by the way, did you have a chance to try the sample I gave you that I left you? And she said, no. She said, my grandkids have been in town. My daughter came in. She said, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to. And I said, oh, great. I said, well, listen, Laura, I am doing this fabulous event on the 23rd. And I said, do you think you're going to be free that day? And she said, you know, I think I might. I think I am. I just have to check my schedule, but I think I am. And I said, well, I have this fabulous event. I'm doing 50 faces in a day. I would love for you to come to my event. Handed her the card and said, put your name and phone number here. Y'all see, this is Laura. Put your name and phone number here. I'll text you my flyer. So she gave me her name and phone number that time. And I wrote on there Walmart Pharmacy so that I would remember that was where I met her yet. All right. So y'all, that was Friday. I think I didn't go to any other places then. I came home, I made calls. Y'all, I had some more things I had to get together and do. Saturday, y'all, Saturday, I had a project because when I had gone to Big Fish the week before, I had bought some new nightstands for my bedroom because I had some that I bought and I really didn't like them. And I found these fabulous nightstands. Oh my gosh. But they were a painting piece. You know, they were a project piece for me to do. I mean, they were in great shape, but I wanted to color them. They were that cherry wood and I didn't really use that anymore. I'm using colors. So I bought them and I thought, okay, well, I got to go get my paint. So y'all, I used chalk paint to paint all of my furniture. So Saturday was my project day that I was going to paint my two nightstands. And for those of y'all that know me, when I start a project, it gets finished that day. I do not stop and I do not quit until they are done. It's just a thing. I just do that. I don't stop. So I needed to go buy my paint. I didn't have my paint. And so I had to Google where to buy Dixie Belle. That's the brand I use, Dixie Belle chalk paint. So there's a lot, it's very hard to find. So I Googled where to find Dixie Belle paint. Well, Dixie Belle was actually right down the street from me at a place called Redbeard's Treasure Chest. I'd never been to Redbeard's Treasure Chest. I thought, okay, well, I'm going today. Now, y'all, I got to tell you, I got up. I had on the crappiest clothes you can imagine because I was painting that day, right? I had on no makeup and I had on a hat, okay, because I had a painting job. Went down to Redbeard's, went in, found my paint that I needed, my chalk paint, took it up to the counter, and I had several different colors because I thought, well, I got several little projects, and there was a lady and a man behind the counter. So the lady said, oh, she said, do you have a card for your paint? And I said, no. I said, I'm kind of new to the area. I had never been in here before. And she said, oh, well, let me get you a card. She said, well, the lady, I guess it's a consignment. She said, the lady that does this, for every 8 ounces that you buy, you get a little, your space clipped. She said, and then once you fill in your card, you get a free can of paint. And for y'all, Dixie Belle paint is expensive. It's not cheap in these little containers. I said, oh, well, that would be wonderful. So she had all my stuff and she counted it all up and she said, She was clicking off. She said, oh my gosh, you filled your whole card today. You get a free can of paint. Go over there and get you another can. I said, oh, that is wonderful. Thank you. I said, I love win-wins. So I went back and I said, and she was so, I said, oh, I said, you have been so sweet. I said, thank you so much. I said, you know what? I said, I know I don't look like it today. I said, but I want to give you a little goodie bag. I'm a sales director with Mary Kay. And I said, you've been so sweet. I want to give you a little goodie bag. I said, and I have, she said, oh, Mary Kay. I said, you use Mary Kay? She said, yes, I do. She said, and my lady moved away to Mississippi. And she said, I am almost out of my foundation and I need some things. She said, so I would love to start buying from you. And I said, oh, that would be wonderful. I said, well, listen, I said, well, what is your name? And she said, Dawn May. And I said, well, Dawn, I am doing this event on the 23rd, blah, blah, blah. I said, here, put your name and number here, and I'll text you my flyer on that event. I said, and then, you know, let me know. I said, well, what color do you need in your face? She said, I don't know. I have to call. I said, well, go home and look at it and I'll call you and we'll get together and I'll do that. So Dawn gave me her name. So y'all, if you think you got to look fabulous all the time, you don't. I thought, here I was looking the worst I could possibly look, and I still got a name. I'm telling you, y'all, it has been so crazy. So then yesterday, okay, let me see who else I got. I was going to show you whatever I got. All right, so then yesterday, we had a festival, a blues festival, a barbecue and blues festival at the park. And so me and Heather and Gail and Blair, we all went to the park, you know, and we were going to the vendors and hanging around. So y'all know I got some names at the park because guess whose name I got yesterday? All right, y'all, OWA had a tent set up there and they were giving away little things. So we went over to OWA just to talk to them, to ask them about, they do passes and stuff you can buy. Well, guess who was there that I met? And I got her card and I gave her a thing to my event and got her name. Her name is Lexi Divine. Lexi is the marketing coordinator for all of OWA. So guess what? Me and Lexi, we're going to be doing a lot of coordinating these days. I'm just here to tell you. So y'all, I mean, this last week has been incredible. And I got to show y'all this. So what I came home then to do, and I'm going to show y'all the sheets and stuff that I have made up for this event. So can y'all tell? Can y'all feel my excitement? Can y'all tell that I am all in on this event? Y'all, this event, I'm going to have my 50 faces because it's going to happen. God's going to provide them. I mean, they are coming. I don't know where, but I mean, he's providing them right now because I don't know who they are, but they're coming and they're going to be bringing people. So y'all, I got out my book and I don't know if y'all can see it, but so far I have 33 names of people on my list. 33. Okay. And guess what? I'm going to get out this week and I'm going to get some more names. And then guess what? All these 33 names. And so y'all, I wrote down where I met them. I got their phone number on here and I have followed up with some and I've sent them the flyer, but now I've got to follow up and I've got to book them for their appointment time that I've got on there. But so guess what? They're going to be bringing friends. So y'all, I might do more than her. I might do 65 or 70 facials that day. I'm not really sure, but I know it's going to be a fabulous day because yeah, it's exciting, y'all. It is on. And y'all, I got to get me somebody there to be my assistants that day. I hadn't done that yet, but God's going to provide them too. I don't know who they're going to be, but they're going to be there. Okay, so let me show y'all the flyers, everything that I've made up. Okay. All right, and y'all, I didn't pull up my flyer, so hang on. All right, let me do this real quick. Well, let me show y'all these and all. Well, y'all need to see the flyer first, don't you? Now, let me do this other, because if I need to show you, oh, don't do that. Whoops. Okay, y'all, hold on. Y'all know I get crazy with this. All right, let me show you my thing I made up. All right, for my, it's a list of products and supplies for my 50 faces. All right, here this is. All right, y'all, made this in Canva too. I am getting so excited about Canva. All right, so if you will see, my products that I'm going to demo that day is Miracle Set, Eye Cream, Charcoal Mask, Microdermabrasion, Satin Hands, Satin Lips, and CC Cream. All right, Those are the products that I'm going to, the products I'm going to need to demo. So I got to make sure I have my full size products of these. These are the supplies that I need to have on hand for that day. A roll of tickets for door prizes, goodie bags for each guest because they get a free gift for coming. So I'm going to have just a table of things that they can go choose, whatever they do. And I'm not going to bag them up or anything. I'm just going to have them sitting on a table. Color cards, and I'll tell y'all what I'm going to do with those. Lipstick and lipstick and lip gloss samples. The roll-up bag to show for closing. Sticky notes numbered from 1 through 50. This is what the other girl said she did. She has it on a board, and then each guest that comes in, she gives them a number starting with number 1. That way she knows where she's at on her countdown of how many faces that she's done that day. I thought that was pretty cool. Don't you love that?
Yes, because everybody can see where they are for the goal.
Yeah, everybody can see who they are and where they are.
Yes,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was an awesome idea. Okay, name tags for the guests so I can know their name. Pins, sales tickets, closing sheets, fabulous referral sheets, beauty books, black or gray washcloths because we are doing charcoal mask and you need black or gray washcloths for that day for them to take that off. Disposable washcloths for the cleanser. That's what I'm going to use for those. Water bowls, tray and mirror, plastics inserts, sponges for the makeup, headbands, table with products to sell that day, and display table and a prize table. All right, here's the setup. This is the setup that you'll need for each guest. I won't go over that, but so I've got everything listed. So this is everything I'm going to need for that day. Okay. All right. Then, y'all, I made up a closing sheet, and I actually went ahead and did 2. I made one up for the miracle set that we're going to be doing that day. And then I did go ahead and make one up for the repair set. Because these are the ones I'm going to be using now at my appointments and my parties. And I'll show you why, because they are so simple. And y'all, women, if they have too many choices, they get confused. And so we need to simplify everything for them. And especially for this day, because this day, my appointment times are 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock. So it's got to roll. I mean, I got to be, time is of the essence. I've got to make sure we get in and get out and that I'm doing everything that I need to do that day. All right. So y'all, this is the closing sheet that I made up for that day. Okay. The miracle set is going to be 1. It's a 128 value because y'all, it's
are you showing us? We can't see it.
You can't? Oh, wait a minute.
No, it's just the product.
Okay, hold on. Let me do it again. I wonder why I switched it over. It should have showed it. Y'all see it now?
Yes.
Y'all saw the other sheet, right?
The list of products, yes.
You saw that. Okay. All right, y'all, here's the closing sheet. Okay. All right. So, all right, it's a 128 value because y'all, we sell it for 116, but it's a $12 savings when you buy it as a set. So it's a 128 value for $99. That's the princess set. The queen set is the ultimate set. And all you're doing is adding in the eye cream and the microderm. All right, it's a 224 value for $199. All right, but there again, it's still, they're saving $12 because you're buying the set. So you're actually not, giving away that much product. All right, the Cadillac is the I Deserve It All set. All right, it's those 2 sets plus charcoal mask, the CC cream, satin hands, and satin lips. All right, that's a 332 value for $299. All right, now, I am not giving away a roll-up bag because y'all, you are giving away too much product when you do these in a sale and you give away a roll-up bag. I am not doing it. We are in this business to make money. Okay. And so it's too much. So what I'm doing is if they buy the Queen or the Cadillac set, they can buy the roll-up bag for half price. Okay. If y'all want to give it away, you can do that, but you are giving so much of your profit away when you do that. All right. Now, the reason why I did these sets so simple is that day they are going to have, I'm giving them a sales ticket to fill out. Okay. Now, when they fill out their sales ticket, I'm going to have them write on their sales ticket. Now, y'all, okay, I need y'all to write. All you need to write is Princess, Queen, or Cadillac. That's all they have to write on their sales ticket. Princess, Queen, or Cadillac, and I'll know what they want. And then if they need normal, dry, or combination oily, that's all I need to know. Okay, so that's going to simplify that for that day. Do y'all love these closing sheets?
I love it.
Yep.
I mean, simple, simple.
Debbie, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Are you putting that to the back of the other one with the referrals? Or are you doing these two separate sheets? Because
No.
you take each sheet to like FedEx or whatever, you know, they can do them together and run them.
Right. Right.
And do the trifold.
And y'all, I did kind of change everything here. Y'all, let me turn my speakers up. Okay. What I'm going to do, and y'all, let me show you the other set that I made up for the repair. And I went ahead and did it too, because I want, not this day, but when I do my faces and do parties, if I'm doing repair, this is the closing sheet that I'm going to use for repair. Y'all, it's the same thing. Same thing. Okay. The repair set is the Princess set. And y'all, these are a deal. This is a $256 value. We sell it for $215, but you know, y'all, it's $44 or $42 off. You know, it's almost like when you buy this set, it's almost like you're getting that eye cream free when you buy this as a set. So a $256 value for $199, y'all, that is a $57 savings to them. Now, all we're paying half of $215. So y'all, your profit, you're still making a pretty good profit when you sell it for $199. All right, so it's Princess, Queen is the ultimate repair. Cadillac is I Deserve It All. And what I added in on the Cadillac is the Revealing Radiance Peel, the Deep Wrinkle Filler, the Microdermabrasion, and the Resveratrol. Well, they can do whichever, but the line reducer Resveratrol, but they can pick any one of the clinical solutions that they want to. So we have 4, they can pick one. All right, and there again, $199, $299, $399. And then now this is what I'm doing on the sets. On this one, they can purchase either one of these sets, the Princess, Queen, or Cadillac. They can purchase the roll-up bag, the retinol set, or the satin set for half price. If they buy the Princess, they get 1 at half price. If they buy the Queen, they can get 2 at half price. If they buy the Cadillac, they can buy all 3 of these for half price if they want to. Okay, so y'all can do some different things if you want to, but I was trying to keep everything pretty much in what we were using on them, because when I do and we just need to focus on skincare. And even at skincare, y'all, I do satin hands and satin lips. So that's a product I demoed them. So I want them to be able to buy that, you know, and I couldn't make it as part of this set because I needed all this stuff in there, you know, because this is all their skincare stuff. And of course, the retinol, you know, they need that too. And that's a great half price one, and they can still get their roll-up bag. So y'all, what
Debbie, can you? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, Kelly, I'm putting this sheet on the back of the Miracle Set one. Okay. So that I have them together, and I'm going to laminate them together so that now when I go to parties, I can flip it over either side. And if I have some women that are doing repair and some that are doing, you know, I can have the ones do one, and I'll say, well, flip yours over. This is what you need.
Perfect.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what I did with that. Okay, and y'all, here is, okay, let me see. Hold on. Okay, so y'all, that's the list I did. And then I'm doing the fabulous referral game that day. And I just decided to do the sheet that day instead of that, you know, I showed y'all the trifold. I couldn't get the trifold to work out. I just thought I'm not going to be able to use that. I couldn't separate it and get that done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them their sales ticket to fill out. And there's another reason, y'all, why I changed it, because on the sales tickets, you know, you have all their information, you know, name, address, email, and all that. And the reason why I switched back to the sales ticket is because Most of them are probably going to pay with a card, and they can go ahead and write their card number in on the sales ticket. So that's why I went back and I thought, I'm just going to use the sales ticket. Okay. And then they can just write on here, Princess Queen Cadillac in here. And then I can total it up really quick, and they can put their card number in there, and we're done. Okay. And then the fabulous referral sheet, y'all, is this one. And this is the one I'm going to give them. It's a big full-size sheet. So they have plenty of room to write. Okay. This is how I'm going to do that day. All right, I'm going to have a station set up for satin hands and satin lips. So when they come in the door, and CC cream. So I'm going to have somebody helping me so that when they come in, I'm going to greet them. They go pick their prize, and then they're going to go over to the station. They're going to get satin hands and satin lips done, and they're going to get tested for their CC cream color, whatever color they're going to need for that day. So they're going to get tested. So satin hands, satin lips get tested for CC cream. Then I'm going to have, once they get there, I'm going to have their products squirted out in their trays, and y'all, I know that I'll find out, which one they need. If they need, probably most people I think use normal dry, but we'll go ahead and do that. Then when I find out what CC cream they have, I have the full size one. I can put their CC cream color in their tray for them to use that day. All right. During the time, we're going to do charcoal mask on their face. I'm going to do microdermabrasion on the back of their hand. Okay. I'll have that on the back of their hand. Let me get back over here. See me. While the charcoal mask is drying, that's when they're going to play the fabulous game. So y'all, I'm going to have my phone. So I'm going to play some music. I'm going to have music going. So I'm going to say, okay, y'all, I have a sheet that, who wants to win a prize? How many of y'all love winning prizes? Okay. Pull out your cell phones. I'm going to give you an opportunity to give some pampering sets away to friends and family that that deserve a pampering package. Okay, so you see there's 20 lines on here. Put their name and their phone number. I need for you to put a star by their name if they're over 18, okay, or over 25. You can put over 25. And then the best way to contact them. All right, if you fill your sheet, all right, y'all, I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes. This is while our basket's drying. All right, 10 minutes. Fill this up with 20 names. Everybody that does 20 names, you're going to get a free gift today. Okay. So, all right, ready, set, go. So they're going to be filling out referral sheets while their mask is drying. Okay. So if they fill out, if they fill out their whole sheet, y'all get this. When I have 50 people, if all 50 people filled out their referral sheets, I would have 1,000 leads to follow up on that day. Woo! Who can get excited? 1,000 people to follow up with. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all want to know what I'm giving them as their prize? Okay, we're only doing skincare, right? But I am letting them put on their CC cream. Guess what?
They'll leave on their eye makeup when they come in. Tell them, Debbie. They'll leave on their eye makeup when they come in.
Oh, yeah. When they come, they leave their eye makeup on. We're not taking their eye makeup off. We're just cleansing the face. If they have eye makeup on, I'm going to tell them leave it on that day. Okay, leave that on. Okay, their prize for that day, guess what? Is a color card. They're going to get a color card. And if they want to put their makeup on before they leave, they'll have a color card that they can complete their face before they leave. I might throw in another thing. I might give them the color card because I just think that'd be fun to give them for the day. But also, y'all, I think another thing you could do if you want this, and I'm going to play it by ear and see. I might say, y'all just thought that was all y'all getting was a color card, right? No, everybody that filled out your sheet. Well, I think I might do it. This is how I'm going to do it. If they only gave me 10 names, everybody will get a color card, okay? But if they only did 10 names, all they'll get is the color card. Everybody that totally completes and fills out the sheet gets to buy any one item of their choice for half price. Just one item. Y'all, that way, I'm not losing any money, right? I'm not giving anything away. I'm not losing any money. I'm letting them buy at half price. Okay, so whatever it is they want, they can do that. All right, so that's how I'm going to get these names done. Okay. All right, and so then we're gonna, I'm gonna get done. I am gonna share a little bit about me. I'm gonna do a little bit of marketing. Talk about the special. Oh, I gotta tell y'all, I got a new recruit today too.
Congratulations.
It just keeps getting better. Okay, yeah.
What did you get? A new what?
A new recruit today.
Oh, okay.
New recruit, because y'all know it's $10 this month to sign up. Okay, come on, we got to go through
Yes.
20 in our unit. We got to get
Yes.
it done. Okay, so y'all know I'm going over my time. All right, y'all, let me show y'all my flyer. And so from there, when everybody's done, I'm going to share a little bit at the beginning. I'm going to tell my story a little bit at the beginning and tell a little bit about, how to get started if they would like to get started. And then we'll close everybody out. And I'll just tell everybody, I'm going to say, okay, and y'all, I want to have product for them to take home that day. I'm going to have a table set up that's filled with product. I'm going to have miracle sets, microderm. I'm going to have the roll-up bags. I mean, they're going to look at that and go, wow, look at that. And I get to take it home today. So y'all, I got to do an order this week. And I know some of y'all need to finish out STAR. This might be a way for you to finish your STAR order. That's what I'm ordering. I'm ordering miracle sets. Y'all, I got a ton of microderm, so I've already got those. I need some satin hands, satin lips, and miracle sets. And because that's what I'm promoting. Then I've got a bunch of roll-up bags. So I'm going to have it displayed that they can take it home with them that day. Okay. So I'm going to close them out. Like I said, I'm going to tell them right on the sheet. Princess, Queen, Cadillac, which one you want? Write on there your number and come up here and we'll close you out. Okay. Get ready for the next group. All right.
Debbie,
so
what are you doing? Sorry.
What? Go ahead.
What are you doing for tickets, like for the purse giveaway? Like
oh yeah, and I'm giving away a Kate Spade bag because y'all know I have some Kate Spade bags, so I am doing that. That's a draw that I'm getting people there. If they show up, they're going to get a ticket for that. And then what else did we say? I know we talked about this.
Just for bringing a guest.
Oh, for bringing a guest. Yes. And if they bring, and I'm going to tell them y'all this when I follow up to book their time. I'm going to say you're not only are you going to get $25, but if you bring one friend, you're going to get 5 more tickets in the drawing. If you bring 2 friends, you're going to get 10 more times for your name in the drawing for the Kate Spade bag.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to give them.
Okay.
So Debbie, you said you're going to be, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
So you said you're going to be doing like the Time-Wise miracle set, the Time-Wise repair, satin hands, satin lips. Those are the products you're going to offer.
No, I'm not doing repair, strictly miracle set.
Just,
not repair.
Just a miracle
Just
set.
miracle set. Yeah.
Satin hands, satin lips.
Yeah.
And
I've got, well, you saw the sheet. You saw, yeah,
right.
all that I'm going to demo is on here. The products I'm going to demo is right there. So it's on that sheet and I'll send y'all my sheet.
Thank you, Debbie. I need your sheets.
Yes, I need the sheets. All right, y'all. Also, all right, let me show y'all my flyer that I made up.
And then how you going to do your ticket? I need to do this. What you doing?
She's recording it, Lydia, so you can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Let me find all right, y'all. All right, I got to find my flyer. Hold on real quick because y'all need to see my flyer. Y'all, I have been a Canva fool. I am here to tell you. I am loving Canva. Hold on, I got to find my flyer. There it is. Okay, where is my flyer? Oh, shoot. All right, y'all, where is it? Fabulous referral. Oh, y'all, I don't know where my flyer is. I texted it to you, didn't I, Kelly?
Yeah, I can show it on my phone.
Let me see. What did I do with that? I know I saved it. I just don't know what I called it.
Got it right here.
Okay. Let's see.
Is it backwards or can y'all see it?
No, it's the right way.
I can see it.
Get everything on there. Yeah.
Okay, y'all, I don't know why this isn't on here. Okay, can y'all see that? Hers?
I can see it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the flyer I made up. Okay, it went. Yeah, got it back. I'll send it to y'all too. Yeah, and I'm calling it a day of pampering. That's what I called it. See, and I put
Okay.
my goal on there. I put about them bringing a guest. I've got my time slots on there.
Okay.
I'm putting what they get. And then like, see, and I put my picture on there. So it made it real personal, so that they could, see who I was. Okay.
If you send that to us, can we put our picture and take your picture off? I don't use Canva.
I don't think you can if you don't use Canva. I don't think you can go in
But
and,
if you use Canva,
uh-huh.
but if
If
you
you
send it
use
to
Canva,
us,
I think I can send you the link of it and you can go in and change it. But if you don't use Canva, you won't be able to change it.
okay, thank you for that information, but I want you to send it anyway.
Yeah, I'll send it. So, okay. So who is excited about having a 50 face day?
I am terribly excited. Woo!
Aren't y'all more excited?
I'm glad I didn't do anything and send anything out because I'm going to change my date because I need to reset my
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I mean, y'all, you really need to be ready. I mean, like, that's why I said I've been getting ready. I put all my stuff together. I've really put a lot, time in this. Now, now I got to get my prizes together, of everything. I got to place my order, so I have my products in, and I got to meet some more people, because I'm going to have my 50. Yes, Kelly.
Gabby, can I share? I know we're over time, but can I share about the purse thing that I called you about?
Yes, you need to share about the purse.
Okay, y'all. So Debbie and I, we've been so excited. So I'm doing mine April 20th. So a friend and I went Saturday to go look at a place to have it at a coffee shop. And then we decided we were going to go to Marshall's and TJ Maxx around town to find a Kate Spade purse because I want to take a picture of it and put it on my flyer. Okay. Well, Debbie's always found these great deals and stuff. And like, how much do you spend? I don't have a lot of money I want to spend on this purse. And she goes, I usually spend, whatever she says and stuff. And so we go to a couple places, everything's picked over. And then we go to this one Marshall's and we found this beautiful Kate Spade. It's beautiful for spring, beautiful.
You don't have it. I can't believe you don't have it to show them.
I'm going to show, huh?
You have it show them?
Yeah, I'm going to show them.
Oh, yes. We say, show the bag.
Show them first before I tell them the price. Okay. This is $299 Kate Spade purse.
Isn't that cute, y'all? It's like a crossbody.
Oh,
Larger.
It's cute. Bigger than a crossbody, but yeah, it's really
it's bigger, but yeah.
Beautiful, right? $299. Y'all, there was no Marshall's price tag on it. So we asked the lady if she could come and, let us know. She grabbed another purse similar to it. It was no Kate Spade purse. It was $24.99. She took it up to the front.
oh, wow.
Both. I was like, looking at my friend, I'm like, what? She goes, just go with it. Just go with it.
Oh my God.
$300 purse for $25 that I'm giving away.
That is awesome.
Hey, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. That's what happens when you haven't made up mind. Things start happening.
We got in the car and Sakina and I called Debbie immediately and she was painting her lamps and stuff. I'm like, Debbie, you're not gonna believe. But it's like just giving it to God and just acting on things, towards your goal and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh. So I was ecstatic, y'all. I had to share that with y'all.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Y'all see? I mean,
Yes, that's good.
things start happening. I mean, when you make a commitment, you tell God, I am all in and I am doing it. And then you make the commitment, y'all, and get excited. You'll do it. And just look at the things that start happening, though, too. It's like, wow. It's just amazing. So, y'all, I mean, imagine. I mean, I'm so excited. Like, I mean, I'm expecting an $8,000 day. I mean, I'm just going to wait for an $8,000 day. And y'all, could you imagine how would that change your business? I mean, it's going to, y'all, it's going to totally transform your business. Look at all the new people you have met. Plus, oh my God, all the referrals. Look at all the new people you are going to have to follow up with, to book with. Oh my gosh. So y'all, I mean, yeah. So I'm so excited. I'm like bouncing off the walls around here. They're having to hold me down. And, but it's so fun. I mean,
fun. It's fun. And when you get more people involved with it, they're excited. Like Sakina is my friend, and you know, she's a customer of mine, but she's gonna be my assistant for that day, the whole day. So you know, she's just as excited as I am.
As you are.
So,
Who knows? She may end up being a recruit.
oh, she might be.
She might be once she sees it, all the fun that she's having. So anyway, all right, y'all. Yeah, we are over our time. Y'all have any other questions? It has been so great. Y'all, thank y'all for being on. Okay, so y'all, my event, for those who are recording, my event is March 23rd. So I'll come back with the results after that day. So next Monday night, you know, we'll be back on for our meeting, but I'm gonna stop the recording now.